Hello, everyone, and welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns 2. We've got ourselves the other side of a double feature here on the ZSR channel. So, the Z2R Randomizer Standard Tournament 2023 here. We are continuing the restream from just a minute ago of the semifinals here of the main turn bracket, Chromataclysm versus Pickles and Beer. This is Game 2 in the best of 3 series. For those who missed it, Chroma did take Game 1 about 20 minutes ago, and now we're back with Game 2. I'm Star, and with me on comms, joining for me for commenting the second one here in a row is Nightcrawler.
Well, we're back so soon. You thought you got rid of us, all y'all in chat, but ha! It's us again. And we are going to be watching Chroma and Pickles and Beer fight it out, potentially, for the winner of this semifinals matchup. Because Chroma, spoilers? I guess. He did walk away with the win of the last game, so he is one ahead. And so if he wins again, that's it for this matchup. But Pickles and Beer was within 4 minutes. I think it was 3.5 minutes of Chroma's finishing time. So anything can happen.
Anything can happen. So this will be an interesting one to see. Chroma, of course, extreme long time member of the community, won the 2021 Standard Tournament, took a little bit of a break from the rando for some real life things, but is back, and we're glad to see him here in semis. This is the furthest Pickles has ever gotten in a tournament. I need to go fix a thing with the other race stream. We'll be right back as we get going here.
It looks like you're starting out with possibly another islands biome. A lot of blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's islands. We got fake grass tiles. We got Mito being Lifetown. All right.
Yeah, alright, apologies, I had to go ahead and refresh on the other VC on ZSR main, because I am running both tonight. As, Orange Dyra is giving 100 apiece, ain't bad.
Yeah, it's a good starting experience amount. And a magic container, always useful to have. Of course, they don't have any spells yet.
Sure. You said there was a town next to start that I completely spazzed on the name of?
It was Mito, and it's got life.
Thank you.
Yeah, so if they
not particularly one they're going to go get hit for. If they find the medicine, great, they'll turn it in, but yeah.
Yeah, and they'll be back later when they have Jump or Fairy to get the downstab from there.
Yeah, Rauru has Reflect here also by start. Did we see Stonehenge yet? I did see we have the tile there, I just no idea if we saw the
looks
item.
like a tile, it's just randomly not.
Ah, gotcha. Gooma sits on the cross, not one thing we need today.
Stuck to the underside
also, this looks like an islands map. Huzzah!
Sure does. So far. It could not be, but I think it is.
It could be something else, but it looks likely to be an islands map as we get Reflect here for Chroma. Nice, and Pickles is just behind.
Topping off at the lady's house. You already got the hint. No need to go into that.
Yep.
In fact, you could just up and A out of here, but it's probably slightly faster to walk out. And there's GP. There's a pretty dense impact. Yeah, it's
a lot of stuff on this starting island. Or on this island, at least.
It's going pretty far east and west. It could be a
actually, actually, I think you're right. This actually looks more like a east-west river canyon, and confirmed at the eastern end of this. Backside of Sari is not quite the thing we want to see, but that is shielding it.
Chroma
camera block cave we can't access.
Yeah, Chroma just dropped I think a pee bag on the floor. It was kind of off-screen, probably not worth going back for, but if it was like it could have been nice to have. And I could barely see it, so it might have just been a jar or something. Red Dyra and Heart Container Cave. Oof. Reflect is actually really nice for red Dairos. You don't have to fight him, though. Oof, yeah. Yeah, Reflect, if you could cast it, does block their axes. Which would be nice for either of our racers right now.
Yeah.
Now, right there is the raft pickup, whereas Chroma got the hammer pickup.
Yep. Different item keys for our runners here. Got a magic door, a raft, and a hammer so far on the west. Both runners currently in the same cave.
That's a game over, though. Pickle's trying to pick up some XP. Unfortunately, didn't quite work out.
Oh, I need to hit a refresh button is what I need to do, is I got a little lost. Never mind.
They both can use the raft because they start off right next to the raft tiles, so that actually might be the next play.
That might not be a bad idea here, yeah, because it looks like we're not getting very convenient access to the northern side of the map. I don't think we might have a bridge to the north, yeah, over here on the eastern end of the map, but there's not a lot of quick ways to the northern shore on this canyon map.
There is a Saria town where you can cross at, but they don't have the Bagu letter yet.
They don't have Bagu and they don't have Fairy. Pickles should be his hammer's over. His hammer's in this cave right next to the boulder block one. I think that was, so he should be picking that shortly, as Chroma's going to take the bridge north, see what's on the northern side of the map.
Yes, indeed. Chroma might be about to hit in the back of the boomerang. Nope. Perfect split-second timing is something you come to expect from Chroma. Unpausing that, and it's funny, after you take the level, you have to wait like a second or two, and then knowing exactly when to turn around, I guess you could just be spamming the right button to turn around. But that's even if you do that, it's still pretty excellent timing that's required for something like that.
Go west to find the glove. Good hit there for Chroma.
Excellent.
I did miss what spell is here in Rudo. Oops.
I'm feeling we're going to see Pickles and Beer taking the raft tile after this, because he's almost out of lives. He's going to get the trophy. He's hopefully going to get the hammer, and then he's going to be back at the start. So, unless he dies here, which is still possible, there's one more enemy left.
Yeah, did you get what the spell Rudo was, by the way, for Chroma Nightcrawler? Oh, yeah, that hurts.
I didn't see it, sorry.
Thunder and Rudo, thank you to our tracker, Blumsha, for your work.
Yeah, Pickles taking the raft across, which is leading to a real islands biome.
You are significantly ahead of me. You might need to hit a refresh button.
Okay.
I will also hit my own refresh button while I'm thinking about it. Sorry, I've been trying to do a thing on the other side. Boots for Chroma is the thing I just saw. That's a good find for him. Between islands between islands east and the River Canyon west.
Mm-hmm.
Pickles is heading back to the eastern end of the west here. Wants to go back to that the cave he game over in. Chroma, that's pass through on his side. Gonna continue exploring the northern shore. Got another boulder blocked cave.
The hammer's really coming in handy.
Yeah, and this one's a trophy cave, so this will be another item. This might be our glove for Chroma. We're running out of places for it. I think it's this and Stonehenge left. And then is Leader Glove. 500 P back's a nice find too, as Pickles takes another death.
Man, I really
and one life on my screen. This cave's being brutal to Pickles.
Yeah, he just didn't get those initial levels, and he's having a hard time at 112 for this whole time. A short grind might actually be what could get him started. Yeah,
P4 is Yeah, oof, that's another game over for Pickles, as Chroma's found P4 here on the northern shore. Not going to be bothering at that for a while.
If Pickles skips this container that has the hammer in it, he's really gonna be struggling. So fortunately,
he will be a very sad, yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna have to pick up a few levels and try it again. Because if he doesn't get that, it's bad news bears.
He needs a glove, yes. Chroma looked at the final item cave on the west and turned around. Or that might have been a pass through. I'm having a brain fart. Probably a pass through. And Chroma's now in the front end of Saria, is going to go pick up his shield spell. Pickles is, yeah, doing a bit of a grind now, as he suggested. It really just needs a bit more experience to survive these caves.
Yeah.
100 points here is a good start. That is going to be life 3.
Yeah, he should be good now. I mean, obviously he's lost a lot of life on this, but there's a fairy. Never mind. But there's a GP, so we'll just reset there and try again. So, unfortunately, Pickles has lost a bit of time here, but he could still catch up pretty easily. There's a lot of seed left.
There is Chroma out of Saria now. Is gonna just head back. Is gonna go check Stonehenge here. Which is our flute. That's our final item on the west. I was scatterbraiding a cave earlier. So that is all 6 items off the west. A really good haul. Good grief on the western continent. Items were a magic jar, hammer, raft, glove, boots, and flute. We just have everything, apparently, except our spell items.
No kidding. Wow.
You want stuff? You've got stuff!
You got all the things.
As we see the one of your 6 here. The only thing we could possibly want is just spell items at this point, as Pickles just picked up a whatever it is he just his hammer is what that was.
It might be a good idea for Pickles to up an A from here, because he's still got to make it past the red dire again, and he's down 1 life, and he's not going to survive this time. But
also, that's a really funny spot for the raft, which is technically on the western shore, I believe, of this east. It's just a little bit inland, which is a little funny-looking heart container for Chroma on the very conveniently placed water tile.
Oh my gosh, it was so smart. That was so smart from Pickles. He intentionally took hits from the Mobies, those flying birds, so that he would have invincibility frames when the Dyro was going to hit him. That was really smart.
That was. Chroma finds fire in the Runion next to the raft tile as well. Doesn't really care much about it. Gonna just leave it behind. That is one less item to worry about, is we don't need the child for that. If we find a child and turn it in we might turn it with upstab, that's it. Nice bridge to absolutely nowhere for Chroma.
Yeah, we still don't have
palace on the east, in what looks to be the northeast corner here, right next to Old Kasuto.
Yeah, we still don't have any way to do palaces. I mean, the glove is nice, but having a way to get through doors is even more nice.
Yeah. Spell here in Old Kasuto, which means that Fairy and Reflect Fairy and Jump are our spells out of Naburu and New Kasuto. So yeah, actually, we know where our trophy is. It's here somewhere in the east. We are guaranteed access to it as we get that's a River Canyon DM.
We got water of all shapes and sizes today.
Yep, lots of water. It's a good thing they got those boots. Or if Chroma has the boots, Pickles will find it eventually here on the northern coast of the west.
Yeah, without a doubt. And then it's going to be so easy to navigate this canyon once he has those boots.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be happy to see these boots. Bill's gonna get a convenient one up here.
Not the worst.
Also, River Devil, as hilariously useless as ever, that one's hard boots locked. it looks like, which is fantastically unhelpful.
Oh, River Devil, what are you doing?
Yes, our friend the River Devil is out of a job again. Bridge here in the southeast corner might be our Maze Island connector. We have to find it somewhere, and it is. Okay. So yeah, Chroma is now in, nice dead end. Chroma's ineffective, more or less, unless we pending potential magic jars for casting thunder. It knows where everything he needs to beat the game is, basically.
There we go.
Because he's got his glove, he's got his raft, he's got boots, hammer, flute. He knows where his trophy is, and he can get to it wherever it is on the east, pending magic jars. Seems a little funny.
Pickle's picking up Life 4 and Magic 2. You know, it doesn't go into strategy, but I agree with that choice at this point, because he was kind of running low on resources. I mean, he did get a 1-up recently, but all the same.
He is going to be pretty happy to see this glove here. Got just 2 items left. Just has a flute left to find here on the west. Never mind, that is on Stonehenge.
Although no telling if that's essential yet, because River Devil ain't doing his job.
Nope. We've only seen one of our items on the east, or one of our palaces on the east, so we don't know what the other is. We don't know if there's a thread rock still. There's the other item in Maze Island for Chroma. First item was the medicine, so if he wants to, he can go get the life spell out of Mito, which is right next to Start, so he could if he wanted to. Heart container, okay.
I love getting hit when you get a refill from a heart container. It's like, go ahead, hit me. I don't care. I'm gonna refill.
And there's shield for Pickles, and this is a rather orange, kind of peach colored, I guess, P2 for Chroma here in Maze Island. Is not clear P2 just yet, because he doesn't have a way to clear a palace. No any key, no fairy spell just yet. He's gonna go back to the east and go look for that fairy spell he doesn't have, because it's either in Nibiru or in Nukasudo, and that is here on the east somewhere. Wow. Pass through caves that he doesn't need.
Pickle's getting trolled by these encounters, but he did get a feedback out of it.
Yeah.
And nope, that's not gonna be Heart Container Cave, because you already did that.
Yep, and that's a lava bath for Pickles. Or not Pickles, Chroma, as Pickles is gonna get his flute now. Oops, right.
Perfect.
So that is everything off the west now for Pickles. Pickles has found the absolute boatload of stuff, as Chroma's found the entrance to the Valley of Death and another town.
Yeah, I mean, these guys got the whole dining room set, you know, from the west continent.
It's impressive, like, almost the entire second row of the tracker was found on the western continent here, as Chroma found Jump in Nibiru, which means Fairy is in Nukasudo. He can get to it, he's got a hammer if it's under the forest tile, he just needs to find it.
I can tell Pickles is itching to go into a palace. He sees that 275 experience and he's like, oh, I just need a palace with a quick boss, and I start my process. But no, he can't do it yet. Not yet.
No, he is probably going to be happy to see that heart container, though, given how much he's died today.
Yeah.
In this seed.
I think he's... Yeah, when you get to his 6th container, and, you know, with the levels that he's got, I think he's got to have things under control.
Yeah.
That's a nice refill for Chroma. Very chunky. That's basically a full life you got there. I mean, from Chroma, yeah.
No hint there for Chroma. I'm not sure he needs much in the way of hints at this point. I guess the only thing we're really missing is just that trophy locking Thunder in the east somewhere.
I suppose he could get hints for P bags like in a palace to see what he shouldn't check, but
maybe. Nukasudo for here is only 5 jars. Okay, we're... Yeah, that
Any
is an any
key.
key here.
All
That's a good
right.
find for Pickles.
That is an excellent find.
But this is just kind of in a slightly awkward spot somewhere in the northern part of the map for Pickles, it looks like, as I completely missed what item Chroma just picked up. Whoops. Magic jar, it looked like.
Very interestingly, what we were just talking about, like needing or not needing hints, Chroma might have been looking for the hint for the any key, because that could be in logic instead of the fairy spell. It could be that in order to get the fairy spell... Oh gosh, now Pickles has fairy also. Okay. So...
Yep, because fairy was here in Nukasudo.
I'm a surprised he up and ate, because, well, it's a big time save, I suppose. But he does like to go into palaces with a bit of experience, and he had like 275. So that would have been nice for him, but I'm sure it's all good. But yeah, Chroma has checked a lot more of the east, and Pickles just checked the correct part of the east to really get him started. There's no more hints that can be useful to him. So he's not going to check for any hints except for item hints, potentially.
Yeah, I mean, Chroma just needs to find Nukasudo, and he'll be in basically full practical go mode. I think Nukasudo is just to the northeast of where he is right now. Unfortunately, he's going the wrong way.
Oh no! Chroma could have picked up a key. But
yeah,
I suppose in the end, we know that's not going to matter, but he kind of was, it kind of hurt him. He saw him throw his head back like that.
Yeah, but Chroma's basically is going to be in functional go mode once he gets to Nukasudo, which he's going in the complete wrong direction to find, unfortunately. It's just Nukasudo's hiding in the corner of an island as we have located our final Eastern Palace for Pickles with okay, with the one-up on the desert tile. Still no sign of the trophy, but Pickles can get to it wherever it is, so Pickles is in basically go mode. He can go do this 3 or 6 whenever right now, because he has no reason not to, I suppose. He's got fairy, he's got a glove. Chroma's going to be pretty happy he can go get this item and find an any key here.
Yeah, despite Pickles losing some time at the beginning, he's kind of a little bit ahead right now because he just went in the correct direction.
Yeah, Pickles is basically, he needs to, let's see, what are we missing? We haven't seen this magic too.
You're kind of breaking up right now, Star.
Is that any better?
Yeah, that's better.
Oh, jeez, I unplugged and replugged my headphones, and and my computer decided to take my desktop audio from like 14% to 100%. Ouch. Okay, now that I am no longer being deafened by my own laptop, it looks like apparently you need 6 bars of magic to cast Spell at Magic 2, because I don't think Pickles was able to check the spell power earlier. And it doesn't matter because that's that's a magic jar, but that confirms that Sunken Payback Cave is our trophy.
Well, a magic jar is nice.
It is. Chroma will appreciate that. 7 jars is pretty much guarantees he will have no issues casting Thunder for GP later this seed. But he is in... For all functional purposes, he's in go mode. He doesn't have a trophy, but he knows where it is to get Thunder, and he knows he can get to Sunken Payback Cave. He doesn't know where Sunken Payback Cave is, but he knows he can get there. And Pickles is in pretty similar position, just needs to find Sunken Payback Cave, and would like a magic jar, but that's not terribly hard to find.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough fight that Pickles is going to be in for here. He went into Palace 6 first, and he has attack 3, so it's going to take a little ways. It's going to take a little while to kill Barba, but he should still be able to manage it. Barba is one of the most intimidating fights in the game when you're newer, but once you've done her a bunch of times, it's not that big of a deal.
No, not particularly. Speaking of Sunken Payback Cave, I think Chroma's looking... nope, not looking for it. He's gonna just go clear out to P2 here. Great.
Oh, Pickles wants this level badly, so he wants to kill these. The red Iron Knuckle, which is only worth 50, but the Doom Knocker is worth a bit more. Okay, never mind. Yikes, the enemy's rolled down pretty hard. You don't need that.
Nope. Realized after a sec, wait, I have the AD key. No, I don't need to do that. Chroma taking a death. He did not obey at the start of the palace, looking to get this additional, what is that? 136 experience now. Having to pick up just a bit extra in the room. And, is now into P2. That's a really fast helmet head. Okay.
Yeah. Nice and easy. Oh my gosh. This game is drip feeding Pickles' experience right now.
Poor Pickles is trying to get levels and is just not getting it lucky with it.
Yeah, he wants to get double levels, but I mean, even if he gets up to the first attack level, you know, never mind. I take it back. If he gets up to the first attack level, Barba's probably going to drop like 500 experience, and it could drop a P bag. We'll find out what they're dropping right now. Oh, they're dropping keys. All right.
Keys when they both have the AD key. Brilliant.
Perfect.
The joys of this seed. Pickles taking a death here. Okay, not taking a death. I was thinking he might do so because there's a.
Yeah.
Because there was a glove fairy blocked room at the top, but nope. It's just gonna keep going. Skip the check it past the Doom Knocker and find Barba on 0 health. This'll be fun.
Yeah, 0 health and like 90 experience before getting attack 4. Okay.
Alright,
this house really didn't work out for Pickles the way he wanted it to.
No, but at this point you're just gonna place the gem and go. You know you have to get moving. This is a jet seed. Again. Yeah.
It is.
And you don't have the time to go grind levels up too much.
Especially when they're giving you 50 experience at a time.
Yeah, it's just you're just gonna execute as best you can. I might actually turn in that. Well, he doesn't have the medicine. If I did, I would go try turning that in. As Chroma finding P5 here, got a glove block. He couldn't care less. Does need to be careful in this room though, because the flying heads love to knock you off into the lava.
God, yeah. That was
so he's gonna just be, yeah, he's gonna just be very conservative here and kill off some of the flying heads to have less of a chance of getting knocked off. Very nice.
Pickles did take a bop from Barba, but he should be able. Oh gosh, man, it's so many hits per bar for Barba.
Attack 3 is not very effective on Barba.
That was close.
Yeah. Oh, hi Goomba for Chroma.
Okay, he can do it. He can get his grind on. Oh no, he can't. Oh man, too bad for him. He's gonna go back. Oh no, he's not. All right, he's doing it.
No, he can't. Yeah, I think Nightcrawler. I think at this point he's 27 minutes in. He's in go mode. He knows it.
Yeah. I was just. I just like the grind, but you gotta take what you can get sometimes. I just don't think he has the time. No, he doesn't. But he was so close. He was 110 experience away from being able to do it. What?
He's gonna try and kill this Iron Knuckle for it.
Well, it's just gonna get a magic 4 instead of life 5.
Yeah, 50 experience is really not much for an Iron Knuckle.
Well, think about it this way. Now he's gonna have to grind 200 experience instead of grinding 110 experience before.
I guess there's that. I was not doing the specific math involved here. These couple Iron Knuckles will get him another 100 XP.
And also, he would have gotten to attack 5.
Ooh, Chroma does not look happy with himself over the scuba today, taking 2 deaths already. Goomba hitting hard at life 4 with 6 bars of health, it looked like.
Pickles, don't. Just kill the red IK up there, it's fine. They're worth 50, that's all you need. Don't risk it all. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, of course he gets a red jar drop. game. That's not what Chroma wants right now. But that 20 off the orange iron knuckle is enough. Get Magic 4, get out of here, Pickles. You don't have the time to spare.
Yeah. If he had that 110 experience earlier, though, he would have gotten a free 1500 experience instead of... And he would have gotten, attack 5 instead of, magic 4, but, yeah, whatevs.
Alright, Guma finally down for Chroma. Did not game over, so I was a little worried about that. He's gonna place his second gem. And Pickles is off. P6 was next to the Valley of Death entrance, but he's gonna leave that for later. Let's see where... Pickles is gonna go beat P2. I mean, might as well.
You know what? I think maybe the move is not to check these spots in Maze Island, because you got everything. If you got hints for the spell items, and you don't really need to find anything else.
Pickles should know its trophy. Pickles should know that his trophy is in one of his eastern item caves.
Yeah.
His personal tracker is not actually up to date. He has seen the item out of the Nucleus of the Old Lady, for instance. Pickles might just be wanting a magic jar to cast spell potentially, I'm not sure, and just for general utility. Because I don't think Pickles could check the spell tower when he was the Nucleus Pseudo earlier. He only had 5 bars in Magic 2, and I don't think that was enough for spell. We know that's a magic jar. He actually needs his trophy from Sunken Peaback Cave, which neither runner has actually found. We just know that it's our trophy in Sunken Peaback Cave because we've seen everything else on the east.
Alright, Pickles checking the experience rates on the Lizalfos. Everything's rolling down today.
Seed is just being stingy. Other than the occasional 500-point P-bag, you are out of luck.
Mm-hmm.
Pickles heading towards the palace, which is good. He's going to find his other item, which is a heart container. He'll take that, given the amount of deaths they've been taking today.
Sure.
And he's going to then go do P2, which we know is really, really, really fast. It was like 3 rooms or something for Pelvet Head. That's dead end for Chroma. Yeah, P2 will be a quick clear for Pickles, and that's gonna be him tied with Chroma technically for gems.
Alright, excellent. But of course Chroma is already in his third palace.
Chroma's in his third palace, but we also know that P5 was pretty quick Guma for Chroma, so Pickles can clear it relatively quickly. P2 we know is stupid fast. Well, okay, maybe more than 3 rooms, a touch longer than I thought, but I remember Chroma found Helmet Head really, really quickly in here. It was right there, in fact. Yeah, okay, pretty darn quick.
Fasty fast.
And we know P6 is a bit of a slog for Chroma. Pickles is in here for a good couple minutes, so this is...
Sure.
Chroma needs to do this, but it's probably a bit closer than it looks because Pickles has already done this, whereas I think P5 was fairly quick as compared to P6.
And since he didn't have very much time in P2, he is going to be picking up Life 5.
Yeah, just take the level and go. You don't have the time to spare to go get the... Especially with this seat being a stingy inexperienced, you do not have the time to get anything else.
Yeah. I mean, with things as they are now, you just have to give up on the power levels.
Yeah, you take what you get. The Pickles I'd expect is gonna walk out of here, go... probably look for... I'd go try and find Sunken Peaback Cave at some point here at this point. He knows he's still missing a couple items off the east, and he knows he needs a trophy. I don't actually know where Sunken Peaback Cave is. They just need to find it for that trophy.
Pickles, no time to grind, buddy.
No, Pickles, you really don't. Keep moving.
Grinding is one of those things, in my opinion, that if you can work them efficiently into your strategy is really good. But if you're taking a lot of time turning around, going to things, going to a bunch of extra rooms, you know, coming back into palaces to get... Yeah, it can turn against you very easily.
Yeah. Oh, there would be a different reason why Pickles can check the spell tower earlier. He didn't have spell. I forgot that. Whoops.
Yep.
Picking that up now, so he knows he can definitely get his item. Once he gets there, he's gonna go clear P5 though, because that is right here as Chroma takes down Barba.
I don't think he has downstab yet, so he didn't have the chance to ride the dragon.
Yeah, neither of them has gone into Mito for... They haven't been back to Mito with Fairy yet. Fairy or Jump, so I think they both have both spells. Chroma and Pickles has to deal with this lovely room before he can get... because this is 4th in P5, so... We'll see how he does here. This one's just annoying mostly, because the flying heads love to knock you off into the lava.
Oh yeah, this room has been the bane of many races before, especially in the past.
Oh, for sure. Chroma heading into the Valley of Death, which I think is going to be P1 if my notes are correct, though I might be wrong on that.
Alright.
Yeah, okay, very fast Guma as I thought for Pickles, so he's going to be pretty close. As our tracker Bloomshuck corrects me, Pickles does have down stamp. Thank you.
Alright, Pickles doing the save strats. His attack level's much lower though. And the thing about save strats is it takes a long time to kill Guma, and if your timing on your approaches and retreats fails at any point, it becomes very unsafe strats. And so the lower your attack levels are, the less safe strats are. He's actually transitioned into like a more aggressive attack strat though, which I approve.
Guma taking off just under a little over 2 bars of health per hit here, looks like.
Yeah, now he's transitioned to safe strats when Guma's health is down, which is good. Because it doesn't take... You're not going to be doing it as long, so your timing isn't going to be screwed up as much.
And he does take Guma down. Very nice. So he's a little bit behind Chroma in terms of that Chroma is already gone through the Valley of Death. And is now into P1, which is looking like it actually requires some exploration as compared to Palaces 2 and 5, which were like 4 rooms each. Here's Magic 5 for Pickles, and we still don't... And of course, both of our runners still need to find this sunken P-Bag cave somewhere. Pickles is going to find this complete and utter... no, that was not a dead-end cave to me, so the DM. He doesn't care anyway, because he knows he doesn't need DM. He's gonna turn around and just leave. He does not care what that is.
We basically just need Thunder at this point, and they know how to get that. Well,
yep. They know where the item to get that is, approximately, they just have to go pick it up.
Yeah.
Container 1 for Chroma.
Yeah, Pickles has a lot more of the east to explore before he narrows it down.
Yeah, this is Risen P-Bag Cave here for him, which I think is a heart container, maybe? Something or another. It's not his... We know it's not his trophy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure Chroma checked this earlier. It is information for Pickles, though, and it is a magic jar, which is nice to have.
Very nice. Right now, a quick walk back through here before we get back to exploring the east again. Meanwhile, Chroma is in some pretty cool custom room here. It's simple, but I like this room a lot. Yeah, you go into Naru to get your jump every time. Jump is so useful in GP.
Yep, blink and you miss it. Horsehead took like 2 hits on attack 5.
Oh, Horsehead can't catch a break, huh?
Yep, And that is gem number 4 place here for Chroma. That is everything he needs to do here on the East except for get that trophy, because P4 and GP and Thunder in Rudo are all on the West, so he just needs to go look for Sunken Feedback Cave.
I just noticed Pickles doesn't have any audio, huh?
Does he not? I have not been paying attention. Huh. He doesn't. Okay, then. Sure, I guess. That's just something with his setup, I guess. We're using Chroma's audio for restream, so I haven't noticed because of that.
Yeah. Right. A heal would be nice for Pickles, but you're gonna have to step out of the town without it.
Yeah. Checking the cave there. Nope. Sadly, it is not Sunken Feedback Cave. It might be one of the ones in the corner here, though. Not corner, but, yeah. Chroma also back to the cave hunt, finding himself in Feedback Cave again, which we saw earlier, and there, that looks like it for Pickles.
Hey, that's actually a nice little advantage for Pickles.
Uh-huh, because Chroma's going in the wrong direction for it. He went back north.
And Pickles also picked up a 500-point feedback. That's a little consolation for not being able to power level the way he wants.
I mean, at this point, his next level is 1700. I'm not sure how much it's worth it.
Yeah, 1700 is probably going to be life 6.
Probably, yeah.
Because I think Pack 5 is 2200.
Yeah. Pickles, though, it now has trophy, so he's just gonna walk it out of here, go to the Valley of Death, which isn't too far from here, and he will be clearing P1.
Hopefully we can make through Valley of Death without taking too much resource loss.
Yeah, that would be good for him. Chroma is about to find his trophy, because it's this cave right here. So Chroma basically about a P1 ahead. P1 plus Valley of Death trip ahead of Pickles. And P1 wasn't particularly short today. I also am not sure where Pickles is going. I think he lost the Valley of Death entrance. Okay, there we go. No, Pickles?
In. Maybe he's got other plans.
I don't know what Pickles could be looking for, to be honest with you.
Looking for that encounter.
Chroma, on the other hand, is up 8. He's gonna go back to the west, gonna walk over to P3 and go beat it. Yeah. Oh, Pickles is...
Spell Tower. But is this worth it? He says no, but I gotta refill on stuff anyway. Did he get this? He already got this.
He did. It was the ending key, and he forgot.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm really not sure why Pickles is here.
Well, while you're here, you might as well fill up, buddy.
I know, right? Okay, I guess. He's just leaving.
Yeah, okay. He's kind of fraying at the edges right now. What you doing, Pickles? What you gonna do? Yeah, I don't know what he's up to. I really don't. I think he just started fraying.
Did he miscount his palaces? Because P6 is next to the Valley of Death. Maybe he thought it was in the Valley of Death? I'm not sure, because I don't know what else he'd be looking for at this point. Pickles, you have everything.
I mean, he feels like he doesn't have enough items, but...
he would have gone to Spell Tower if he wanted to.
Yeah, I don't...
I think he lost track of his palaces. I think he lost count of where his palaces were.
But you
see that... He's seen the 2 not Valley of Death palaces on the east. 5 was...
I guess he wanted upstab before he went any further, perhaps?
Maybe, actually, that could be it. He's gonna go get upstab, and I guess maybe lost to Runia? That would actually explain it. So I don't know why else, because it's that or he miscounted palaces or something, because he's got everything.
He might check where the item location is, so that... I mean, he doesn't need any more items, so never mind.
He doesn't need items. I would not get the hint here.
Yeah, I'm like, well, you know, it could tell you where not to look, because you don't need the child, but, like, he doesn't need anything, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly. As here's reboot for Chroma.
Okay, so Pickles does realize he has all the items, so he is getting out of here. I hope he's going to go back to VOD.
He should, assuming he hasn't completely lost track of things.
See that big chunk of lava in the middle of the map? That's where you need to go.
Yep. It's straight south of your current position, quite literally. Pickles. He's just gonna find it real quick. Unfortunately, he's basically a P1, P4, and Valley of Death trip behind Chroma, which is a good, 5 minutes at least? This P1 wasn't fun. Chroma, on the other hand, is looking to be in GP sub-hour, assuming P4 doesn't totally... he's going to be in GP sub-hour for sure. P4 is not going to take him 15 minutes, I don't think. Okay, Chroma's going to spend a little extra time getting life out of Mito and then Thunder out of Rudo, but Chroma should be in GP sub-hour.
He's also going to try to walk this through to avoid taking death, because he wants to hold on that experience, but no, not gonna do it this time. But that was the last forced encounter in VOD, so
he will make it.
And it's just
you should
P3 in there, right? No, it's P1, so even with 1 life, he should be totally safe.
He should be okay. P1 is just a bit of a slog, though. Chromo's in here for a good couple of minutes.
Oh, and he up and A's. He realizes this is P1. There's probably not going to be enough experience on the way to matter, so I might as well get my lives back.
Yeah. Alright, and that is life picked up for Chroma.
Although we do have different experience sets, I think. Yeah. Different rolled experience levels for here. So, this palace could be more generous than the other ones.
Red Iron Knuckle there was 70 here as compared to the 50 from other places, which is slightly better, but really not by much.
What is Pickles doing right? Okay, he just wants to...
He was trying to kill the Blue Iron Knuckle for experience? I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't... Well, we're in here.
We're in here.
And Chroma is on his last palace.
Yes, he is. He is now into P4. We'll see how long it takes him to find Karok. We've got a lot of options on this elevator shaft.
Yeah, it does seem like that was what he was trying to do, Blum. Yeah, if you land on the bricks in a certain way, they don't break, but trying to fight a Blue Iron Knuckle while standing perfectly still seems very difficult.
Yeah, don't do that either. Just jump in the lava.
Yeah, I figure the best way to take on Blue Iron Knuckles, especially when you have short ceilings, is to jackhammer them. But I think that was a 2-tile gap, and you really need a 3-tile gap to jackhammer IKs.
Something like that.
Right, saving a little time by casting Fairy here. It's a short palace, and you got plenty of magic, so why not?
Yeah, Fairy is 46 at Magic 5, which is just short of basically 3 bars of magic, so you can cast it twice for both runners here.
Yeah.
T4 also looking like a bit of a dig for Chroma.
Has Chroma gotten upstepped yet?
I do not remember, to be honest with you.
No, I don't think he has.
Tracker Plum confirms he did not, thank you. It's not marked in his personal tracker, but that's not always accurate, so...
Oh no. Okay. Well, actually, no. This is a.
Oh, 200-point Dripper, Mago Drippers is not the worst thing, yeah.
It's not the worst, but really, it's not that great either.
I think 48 minutes in, it's a little late for Pickles, as Chroma just took out his final boss. Or
Typically,
his final Talus, regular
I don't
Talus.
spend time at Drippers unless it's 300 or more.
Like, 200's a lot relative to this seed, I just don't know that... Even from Pickles, obviously Pickles doesn't know where Chroma is, but I would not be spending this much time in a race like this against a runner like Chroma, where you know it's a pretty quick seed. You know Chroma's capable of some pretty low percent strats. This might not be the best way to spend your time.
Especially since his
Life
next level
6,
after
at
this
least.
is magic. He's not going to get to attack 5 until he turns in another gem after this.
Yeah. That is true, Blum, that on the one hand he doesn't have time, on the other hand his only hope is that GP sucks and having extra levels will pay off for him. That is also true, because Pickles is basically a P3, P4 behind right now, and that's quite a bit of time to make up.
Yeah, I mean, P3 seemed fast for Chroma, but it's not nothing. And
P4 was not fun.
yeah, although they are Western palaces, which are going to be fairly easy to get to, right? So
they're easy to get to. Nothing's hard to get to per se. But...
Well, VOD is always kind of a pain.
Yeah, Battle's about the rest of it's a River Canyon West and Islands East with boots. Neither was too bad. But yeah, here's P3 for Pickles.
Here's GP for Chroma.
Yep. Entry time is 50:24. According to my
Almost
thing.
the same as it was last time. Like a minute faster than last time.
Yeah, thereabouts. I think it was closer to 51 minutes for game 1.
So about a minute less.
Yeah. Nice plum color here for the palace.
Yeah. OJ, purple stuff, Sunny D. This is the purple stuff. Purple stuff palace.
Gonna take a right here, following the usual meta route. T-Bird and all other bosses, as of right now, can be up an elevator can be up, down, or to the right. They cannot be to the left, so the meta route is to go right. Unless you feel behind and want to try and get an advantage, in which case you might try to go left.
Pickles might need to do that. Hopefully he can get into GP while Chroma's still here.
Hopefully. Pickles did say in the race time room, I hope I can at least let me try to let me be a GP again before you finish. Also, Pickles said in the race time room.
Good casting affair here. That jump looked like it was a little questionable, so casting Fairy Printfully is good. You also don't have to spend as much time setting up the jumps there.
Yeah, that particular room can be a little tricky with platforming. Also, life 4 has to be one of the lowest life levels I've seen in GP in a good while here for Chroma. Not that he needs anything higher.
Yeah, he does have 7 heart containers, so he's still pretty healthy overall. But life 4 is probably the lowest that I'd be comfortable doing GP in. But
yeah, it does help that Chroma did. That is why Chroma picked up the life spell, though. It looks like it refilled 4 full bars of health there, which is pretty good.
Yeah, with all the magic he has, all the heart containers he has, and the effectiveness of the life spell, it's not terrible.
No.
Oh no, he just got That's a death right there.
Yeah. Chickens in emoji rooms can be kind of hard, because in regular waffle rooms you can kind of keep the chicken stuck if it's in a waffle, but emoji rooms, which are a variant on waffle rooms, yeah, you kind of just have to outrun the chicken. As
the emoji
Pickles
rooms
does take out Repo. Oh my goodness, good game!
Chroma just stop the game real quick to just stare at the room. Alright, very nice. Almost got the block on that knife. Very nicely done, though.
Does manage to get through the room without taking a death, which is game 4 and R.
That room was rude. That's how I remember GP.
Oh my goodness. Krista would be proud of those chickens.
Yeah, see, the thing is about mixed small and large enemies is that it's not about the average difficulty of the encounters or the rooms. It's about the peak difficulty of the encounters of the rooms. Because if you have that's why it's considered like a flag you turn on when you want to progress in difficulty. Because if you have, 50-50 small enemies or everything rolls down or whatever, that's fine. But when all of the small enemies turn into big enemies,
He's got a problem.
Yeah. Oh man, we're almost close to another death.
Does get a red jar though, and that lets him refill his health.
No, that was a very timely red jar.
Actually, that's five bars of health on life. It looks like.
I don't really go up to 4.
Roll to the max. Very nice game.
Yeah.
Especially because he's got yet another blue chicken.
Chickens everywhere.
Chickens, and more chickens.
He has explored quite a bit of GP so far, so I'm assuming Darklink will come up relatively soon. Well, he hasn't
he hasn't seen
Thunderbird yet,
T-Birds,
right?
but
Yeah.
I'd assume T-Bird's Darklink is probably close to T-Bird with how much we've seen. This is news though, we have not seen this room yet.
That's for sure. Yeah, T-Bird in a long GP is a good indication that you're on the right track, and you won't have much after T-Bird.
Yeah. Ooh, red chicken, spicy chicken though, does manage to get past it, although he's down to no health, which is... he's just gonna make it down. Thunder is 77 at Magic 5, he can't cast it, so that's just gonna be a death here.
Depending on how
because he was on no health.
Depending on how fast Pickles can walk, he might be in GP before Chroma finishes. But I suspect that there's going to be Darklink in 3 rooms or less.
It's gotta be close with how much Chroma's seen of this place. I don't think there's a lot of rooms left. Chroma does not want to get here. A hit here, life 4 is not stellar for defense, but he should be fine.
Where's Pickles going?
He still needs to turn in his
right, okay, so he might not get into GP first.
He might not, because there's T-Bird down for Chroma, very nice. No hits at all. Oh, chicken and waffle room. This time a regular waffle though, so you can just avoid that first chicken. The second one though is out in the open. And is giving Chroma the business.
Most powerful magic, and let's up an A and get out of this. Because we got a GP to get to, that's what Pickle says.
Yep.
All things considered, getting in a GP at, 57 minutes and 10 seconds or whatever it's going to be, that's still a very good time.
It is. Chroma is going to play safe strats here with his blue chicken. I don't know how many lives he has left, but he doesn't have much, I think.
I was 1 second off, unless you think I was talking about the barrier, but yeah.
I was not. I actually missed the exact barrier time. 57:16, just under 7 minutes behind. I think this is last life. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, Blum. This might be his last life, which is why he's playing so safe.
Yeah, and he's out
This
of
is
magic.
also really slow. Yeah.
Oh, but he got a level? Oh,
he
wow.
got a life level, okay.
Refill on Isle Z for Zelda.
Not that he needed a health refill, he wished he had a magic refill right now.
Well, health does help. Okay, that's the set. Okay, so I can't be right. So, because this is the second room and this is going to exit left. And so it needs to turn around before they can get to Darklink. So it's going to be 4 rooms or more, not 3 rooms or less.
Yeah. Keep going left.
And this could be it. Yep.
Here it is.
Pickles did get into GP before Chroma finished, which is what he was hoping for in that race room chat.
Yep. Chroma, though, is going to be taking Game 2 here and securing himself a spot in the finals of the 2023 Zelda Randomizer Standard Tournament with an official race time.gg time of 58:49.
Very well done. Sub-hour again.
Yeah, Chroma's put up some very fast times tonight. The first race ended in 56 minutes and 17 seconds. This one was a minute and a half slower. Or 2.5 minutes slower, sorry, can't math. But we'll see if he wants to interview here.
I'm sure he'll be in. There he is.
Alright, let me go. Pickles doesn't have game audio, so we're just gonna end up with no audio this week. Or whoops, don't be at the correct restream there. Whoops. Tabbed over to the restream dashboard for ZSR main, since I'm also technically on the restreamer side for that. But there we are. And we are now joined by Pickles. Wait, not Pickles, who's still going. Chroma is joining us. GG.
Hello. Thanks for the GG.
Yeah, another sub-hour run.
Another sub-hour run. That's not super common, honestly. For me, it's been a while since I've had a sub-hour, and to have two in the same night just feels really, really good. Especially now, going to the finals feels really, really good.
Oh yeah, for sure. This was kind of like the first one. This one just pretty fast seed. The items on the Western continent were a laugh. Just give you everything.
Yeah. And, well, really similar to the last one. We had the hint for glove like last time. We had the early boots like last time. Yeah, Raft was over there. The only thing that was kind of worthwhile that wasn't over there on the west was the magic key. Fairy Spell was on the east as well. So that
Trophy was
takes a
on the
little
east.
time.
B obviously had a hint for that. Yeah.
Again, yeah, Trophy on the east. Like something about these two seeds. They were really similar with how things were laid out.
Yeah,
Islands
it's just
and
like
boots.
by the time you
Dry
got
Canyon.
to the east, it's like, okay, find the trophy and you're about done? Question mark. Maybe a
Yeah.
spell item, like, and you didn't end up needing any additional spell items besides that trophy. It's just like, okay, game, we're just going.
Yeah.
Uh,
The only thing that felt weird was the leveling. It just the sequence for whatever reason I think it was just the early bosses in the palaces or something. It was hard to get those big refills.
Yeah, Pickles had
Plus, I
trouble
felt really
getting
squishy at Light
levels.
4.
Oh yeah.
that's really the difference between you guys this race is Pickles has just been Pickles had a really, really hard time surviving the item caves on the west, and it just took him that much longer to get to the east, basically.
Yeah.
And then there was just differences in eastern routing, but you guys were kind of close on that. Just Pickles was like 5 minutes behind or something, just because he just really struggled on those levels. The game just did not want to give you experience. We saw a couple of 500-point P bags here and there, but besides that, you were just on the struggle bus for XP.
Yeah, all the enemies rolled down, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty hard, too.
50-point red iron knuckles, for instance. It's like, game, can you not? Like, they can roll up to...
for sure.
He did eventually... Oh, God.
Oh.
He got bopped into position to check for the red jar in the 50-50 past Thunderbird just now, and he found himself set upon by a bird.
Yep.
And at this point, he's not aware, but you really can just walk left.
Yeah.
The
I don't know
refill's
how many
nice,
lives
but
he has.
yeah.
But
There is
one.
Yeah,
But
that
he's got
spicy
two more.
Oh shoot! I spoke too
Yeah,
soon.
Yeah, he does only have 2 more rooms to go through, though, including this one.
yeah, he just needs to get past the chicken, which he does, and he should be okay, question mark. One thing that helped you, Chroma, even though you were on life 4 in GP, which is the lowest life level I think I've seen in a good while for GP, is that life spell was doing a lot of work. Turning it in was worth the effort.
Yeah. There was Shield was another one that I sort of felt like, you know what? I'm dying quickly enough here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that, and then proceeded to like never cast it until the second half of the game. Man.
Yeah, all right. Pickles is about to wrap the seat up here, and we'll see if he wants to join us for an interview.
Yep. Crouching link, hidden dark link. I don't know.
All right, and that is GG's here to Pickles 10401.
Still pretty good.
Yeah.
I gotta say, yeah, I really feel like both of these races were very competitive, and it feels nice because it's sort of what I've been hoping for the whole tournament, where I feel like I both played well and the competition was solid in that. That's sort of what I hope for every time.
Yeah, me too. As a commentator, I like seeing those close races.
Oh, for sure, because it's always a bit of a bummer when Runner just gets lost or dies way too much and just ends up nowhere close. But this was a pretty close race. Like Pickles a little behind experience, but we kept it close with you on gem count a lot of the time, and then um, and if GP had gone a little differently, perhaps, or if he had managed to win route one of the palaces a bit faster, this could have been a different seed. But
It really could have, like, every time.
He did some good stuff, which when he gets in here, I'll
sadly,
talk
I do
about.
not believe he'll be joining us for an interview. His wife is in
Okay.
bed, and he doesn't have to wake her up. Understandable.
Yeah, it makes sense. So it was pretty much all down to the way you two started the race, I think, because Pickles did pick up time relative to you in a number of places that made a big difference. When he went to the east, he went straight to the key location, pretty much. And then he got ferry right after that. So a lot of the east he didn't have to explore. And then he got the trophy after not too much searching too. So he didn't have to
Yeah.
check all the east like you did.
It was another one of those where my item collection was real close to 100%, at least on the overworld.
Yeah.
And that's I tend to do that anyway, just to pick up magic containers and things I know I'm gonna need. Until you really are in go mode. But yeah, that location, that cave location, was kind of right in the middle of the map, in a sneaky way. At least how I was exploring the edges.
Oh yeah, for sure. I did like the position of the raft tower. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, it's technically on the western coast, but it's just slightly inland, so it looks a little weird.
It was pretty clear what was happening, though, because you go left, there's nothing. You go up, there's nothing, and that's fortunately what I was able to learn from it. I
Yeah.
think what's going to be really important going into facing the grand finale, grand finals, is going to be making sure that my map routing is more consistent. Like I remember locations that I've seen. I'm definitely not
Yeah.
like tracking the map kind of runner. But I'd like to have a better mental map. That was in both seeds. There was a little bit of, where was that again?
Yeah, we think Pickles lost Daruni a little bit too, because he spent like a minute or two wandering around the east trying to find that for upstab at one point. But it's one of the challenges with the Z2R or any game with a map rando, really, or even just entrance rando, is like, wait, how did I get here again?
I forgot
Because
Chroma. Sorry.
go ahead.
I forgot Chroma. Did you end up getting downstab because you were missing it for a long time?
I got downstab. Yeah, I route according to where I'm going to be doing the palaces. So whatever continent GP's on, if I'm already on the other one, I'm not going to pick up downstab until I go back. Like if I have to go back to the west to get downstab, if there's 3 palaces to explore on the west, great, we're getting downstab first and doing those palaces. And then if it's, I've got 3 palaces on the east, but I have to go back for downstab, yeah, I'm going to do the east first, then get downstab and finish the other palaces. enough of that low percent stuff has made it so that I feel pretty comfortable without it.
That's true.
Speaking
There
of which,
aren't
like
any
I'm just going to shout
downstab.
this out real quick because I'm aware it's happening this weekend. Zarnax is going to be running an any percent 131 race for a marathon. And asked me to com for that. I'm not sure if I'm going to be available yet, but like really, really cool speed run to watch the low level stuff. Just throwing that out there while I'm thinking about it.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
Sometime on Saturday. Look for details.
That'll be cool. So Thunder hopefully is castable. I mean, obviously, if it's not, you got to pick up more magic containers, right?
Yeah, or level up.
Well, I thought 3 is as far as you can take it though. 131.
Oh, sorry, I got distracted for a second. I thought we were talking about Rando for a second. Yeah, so yeah, you have to be able to cast Thunder to finish the run, and that's the only reason that you level it up at all. It's been long enough, like a couple of years now, I think, where I'm not completely familiar with what the routing was and when you take those. I'm pretty sure it's during Palace 6, because since you're doing the lower percent, you don't pick up the magic key. So you have to conserve fairy casts, die, level up in the right ways, and then be able to proceed on to GP. It's really, really execution demanding, really, really cool speed run.
Oh, and we're talking about for vanilla then.
Yeah, it's vanilla.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a challenging one for sure. How many hits on that is Thunderbird? Like a lot, right?
It's 96, I believe. 92, 96.
Wow.
One of those.
That's a lot.
And you
But if you
can't
can
cast
do
Reflect
that,
either.
no, you can't. So if you can do that, you never have a problem with Thunderbird in the rando.
Very true.
That's kind of, I was doing that just before I picked up the randomizer, so it was pretty easy to have to like, oh no, I have to fight Thunderbird on attack for it. Yeah, that's not a problem. Very cool category.
Yeah. Well, that'll be interesting to see. Hopefully, is he going to be doing it from his own? It's a race, or is it just him running it by himself?
Hold on. It's so 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's not a race. It's part of a marathon. Best of NES is what it is. Best of NES. And then
Awesome.
Aaron 2U2 is going to
Nice.
be running Resurrection of Ganon as part of that right after, I believe. So some pretty cool Zelda 2 events happening.
That's a Zelda. That's a Zelda 2 hack, right?
Yeah, ROM hack.
Excellent. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. So, guys, keep your eyes open for those coming up. I would say for this race, Pickles did a really good job. I think he actually did GP. He got to T-Bird faster than you.
Oh wow.
So he did a pretty good job, even though in a few areas he was falling behind. Yeah, if you like a cleaner intro, like without a bunch of game overs and maybe more quickly deciding to change to normal leveling because everything was giving low levels. And he might have taken it. It was nice and close for you guys. So good job to both you. Thanks for the race.
I'm glad to hear that it was tight like that. I'm surprised T-Bird showed up first there because there wasn't a ton afterwards.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, appreciate the restream. I know it was tough to get it together, and the scheduling's weird, but it is what it is.
Yeah, no, GG's and good luck. You'll be against either Mirai or Paratroopa in the finals here. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, Paratrooper is one of those runners who's been around for a few years and has made very gradual improvements. I haven't seen her run much this year, so I really don't know what to expect as far as the competition there. Obviously, Mirai for me is the person to beat. I tended to look at Mirai as like me and Trails and Mirai, and like to a degree Level Engine. Just man, our channel points on race time were identical in our last race, which is insane, like down to the digit.
I did see that with you and Level. That is pretty funny. But you guys have been, you and Level and Rise joined that club too, are just probably 3 of the consistently best runners in the community at the moment.
Right. What I think Mirai has going right now is just the consistency. You know, I feel like I have a really high ceiling, and Mirai has been like raising that ceiling very, very gradually. But my floor is trash, and I think Mirai's floor is significantly higher than mine, at least as far as consistency goes. I believe Mirai has taken more wins from me this year when we've gone head to head. Used to be a little closer to 50-50. It's still very much either of us can win on any given day, and which is why I love the best of 3 format. I don't feel like it's just the one fluke, you know. It's still, you know, law of averages, all things equal. It's still not a ton of sample size, but I don't think it would matter if we had a best of 7. It would be close, you know, no matter how many games we're playing. So regardless of what happens in their matchup, you know, obviously I have my pick, but yeah, this tournament was no slouch in any step of it, especially the you know, coming out of the seeding 2 and 5 or 2 and 3. Feels good to be this far in, you know. Redemption, maybe. I don't know if I want to call it that. It just I feel like I've shown what I can do with the game, and you know, I think there's plenty of people who are aware of that, and I'm excited for a competitive final. It's the narrative feels pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. You've been quite the force in this tournament, and to see 2 incredible storms, you know, come up against each other in the last race would be awesome. So I can't wait to watch it. Hopefully, even if I'm not able to get on comms, I'll still be able to watch it live or something like that.
Yeah.
All right. I guess that probably does it, right?
Yep.
That should be it here
Does it
for
for me.
us. So please give both forerunners a fellow here, chromataclysm and pickles and beer, as well as my co-com Nightcrawler. Thank you to Blumshot doing a great job for their first time tracking tonight. Let's see. Coming up ahead on the CSR schedule, we're going to raid on over to CSR Main. They are receiving they're doing the grand finals of the Brew Invitational Tournament. Game 2 there between Valence and the Goblin. If you don't want spoilers on how that went, how that's going / how that went, please don't go. Well, I would suggest not following the raid and watching the VOD back, but don't spoil the results of this race for them, since they might not have watched this one, as the 2 races were concurrent. We're going to be heading over there to wrap up the night here with Z2R, and then we'll raid over to somebody from there. Tomorrow we've got various things. We've got grand finals of the Woodmaker Randomizer Season 6 tournament between Advocate and Rick Schmitty. That is a game 3 and a best of 5 at 4 p.m. Eastern. We've got the game 1 of the other semis of the main bracket of the Z2R tournament between Mariah and Para, as discussed. It'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern, and then we've got game 2 of that semi on Thursday. We'll have game 3 of Valence Goblet coming up at some point this week, since that's also a BO5. And Whitaker Challenge Cup Grand Finals as well this week. So plenty going on if you guys want action. They've also got a few matches left in the Zelda 2 Vanilla 100% All Keys tournament as well. But for the moment, that's going to be it here for us. Thank you for watching all. Have a good night.
Good night.